Hi, my name is Wendi Miller, and I am the CEO of Wings for Justice. Thank you so much for joining us for our first video podcast on joy. We are so happy that you're here, and we just hope that you share this video with others and continue joining us for this full podcast series on joy. So tonight we're going to start talking about joy. What is joy? What is it? It's something that we all want to receive and to give to others. It's something that we all desire in life is joy. But what is joy? Joy is the foundational emotion that leads us to fulfillment, contentment, and peace and happiness. Without joy, we can't get to any of those things. So if you think about a race, like you're starting a race, at the beginning of that marathon or 5K or whatever it might be that you're starting at, the beginning of that race starts with joy. So we need to be taking joy into our hearts, minds, and souls. And when we do that, when we receive joy, then we can give joy. And joy is motivational. It can lead us to chase after our dreams for fulfillment, to seek contentment and peace in our life, because we've received the very simple but valuable gift of joy into our minds and our hearts. It's transformational. Joy is transformational. It's life-changing, and it's something that we all want to have in life. Most of us don't go around going, I don't want to be joyful, or I want to be sad, or I want to be depressed. We don't say those things. We say, I want to be happy, don't we? And in order to be happy, we have to start with the foundational emotion of joy. So how do we receive joy in our lives? It starts by thinking about what gives you joy. What gives you joy? If I ask each one of you that question that are listening and watching this podcast today, what gives you joy? I want you to think of 5 things, 5 in your life right now that give you joy. What are they? They can be very simple things to complex things. I thought I'd start us out by sharing what gives me joy. What gives me joy, first and foremost, is my kiddos. They give me more joy than anything in this world. I have 2 kids. They're almost 19 and almost 17, and they bless my socks off every day. My son is in college, and my daughters are junior in high school, and just being with them, seeing their faces light up, watching them perform in a school musical or a play or sing, which is what both of my kids do. I'm a proud mama to listen to them and to hear their voices and to just squeeze them and hug them. That gives me more joy than anything in this world as my kiddos, number 1. Second, what else gives me joy? This is my number 2, coffee. Coffee gives me joy. I drink coffee every morning, 1 cup. I limit myself, but it gives me more joy. I love it, and it starts my day off right. That gives me great joy. What's another thing that gives me joy? Chocolate chip cookies. I make them homemade, for my kids, family, and friends, and I eat them. I love chocolate chip cookies. They give me so much joy. What else gives me joy? Running on the beach gives me joy. I enjoy running in the sand barefoot. That just gives me such a sense of freedom and hope and peace, and so stress relieving from all the toxins in life. And it gives me complete joy. Running on the ocean, next to the ocean, most beautiful place in the world. That gives me joy. What else gives me joy? Journaling. I'm a writer, so I love to write. And so I take my journal with me a lot when I'm going to run at the beach or elsewhere, and I throw it in my purse and take it with me because I'm going to write. And when I write, I'm joyful. It gives me a lot of joy to write. So those are my 5. What are your top 5? What are your top 5 things that give you joy? I want you to think about it, and I want you to at least comment in the section of this podcast on Instagram or on Facebook. Give me 1 comment about what gives you joy, and I'm going to celebrate with you because joy is a gift. Remember, it's the foundational emotion that leads us to contentment, peace, fulfillment, and happiness. So if those are things that you want to achieve in your life, you need to start with joy. And those things that give you joy, receiving them and then giving them to others. So be joyful and comment. I can't wait to hear.